Chris here with 129 Recording. In this video, I'm going to show you an easy way to share your Pro Tools audio with a session musician who's going to add their parts remotely. There's more than one way to do this, but this is my tried and true old school way of sharing tracks through email. If you're already working with OMF file exports or Avid Cloud sessions, then you might already know how to do this kind of a thing. But if you want a simple, surefire way to share your audio that'll sync between person A and person B, then this video is for you. In this example, we're going to pretend that person A is a songwriter at a home studio and person B is a session musician who's going to add some new tracks remotely. A common issue that my students have had trying to send single tracks or stems is that their tracks don't line up after import. If you bounce one track here and another one from here, then they're not going to line up. The main trick I want to show you is to run your selector tool all the way back to 0 so that all your tracks, new and old, will line up. The idea here is that Pro Tools needs a reference point. You could maybe use a memory location to line everything up, but running the counter to 0 ensures that everything syncs up. It's fine if there happens to be a long silence at the beginning. It'll be obvious where the song starts once the other person imports the audio and sees the waveforms. I'll bounce a session demo. Here, it's fine to send this as an MP3 because this is really just a reference track for someone to play along to. Then I'll send an email attachment with the demo. One nice thing about sharing your audio this way is that you won't run into any DAW compatibility issues or version issues since we're just working with raw audio files. Person B would download and import the audio file, then play their part along with the track. When person B goes to send their audio back, they would bounce only their new part by muting all the other tracks and make sure to bounce these as a WAV file, since we want the high-quality audio to mix in our session. If there are multiple new tracks, then you just repeat this process for each track, remembering that you can do an offline bounce to speed things up. Your guest musician would email your tracks back to you, most likely as a Google Drive link since WAV files are larger than MP3s. Then just import the fresh audio clips as new tracks at the session start, and everything should line up, assuming they bounce the tracks from 0, just like we mentioned earlier in the video. And one last thing, if you have multiple songs within the same session, you can use this same process for all your songs by just having long, consolidated clips. But you might want to consider tightening up the space between songs by moving clips with your all group on, just to save on file size with all that dead space. And that's it. Subscribe to 129 Recording for more videos. Thank you.